Hey, it's Christian and Elaine with St. Augustine TV. Today, you see it? We're standing on bricks. Graves Bahamla. These bricks were made by the Graves Company in Birmingham, Alabama. Back in the 1920s, we're standing on the old Dixie Highway, today known as the Old Brick Road. This was once the nation's first road connecting the Midwest to Florida. It was here to promote tourism. This was the first paved road right here. This is the first paved road. Paved not of asphalt, but of bricks. And just a few miles south, well, about 30 miles south of St. Augustine, remains an old section of it. There's still 10 miles of the old brick road, the old Dixie Highway intact. We've got our e-bikes with us today, and we're gonna take you along. Let's go for an adventure on the old Dixie Highway.
The Dixie Highway was one of the main routes people used to get to Florida in the early 1900s. It began in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and terminated in Miami, Florida. Now dubbed the Old Brick Road because it is literally a brick road. Before asphalt became common, bricks were seen as a modern upgrade. They lasted longer than dirt and mud, even if they made for a rough ride. You know, if you were driving this 100 years ago, you'd be bouncing along in an open car, probably very uncomfortably, hoping that the next town wasn't too far away. The Dixie Highway helped open Florida to tourism and development. It connected the Midwest and the South to places like Jacksonville, Daytona, and beyond. A lot of Florida's early growth followed roads like this. If you wanted people to come, you needed a road.
It's like we're on an old carriage road or something. I hope there's no bandits.
Over time, newer highways and eventually the interstate system replaced the Dixie Highway. Many parts were paved over, some rerouted, and some, like this, were mostly left alone. That's why the Old Brick Road feels the way it does now, narrow, quiet, and a little disconnected from everything else.
I'm sure it was a design feature of the construction to create this border here to reinforce the brick, but I imagine when it was all done, it must have looked really cool, like a little landscape brick road through the forest. Today it's largely used as a logging road, which they're trying to actually get rid of because they want to preserve this last remaining stretch. But right now, that's what it sort of feels like, a forest road. And, you know, in a pretty quick amount of time, you get out into the wilderness here. So that's kind of a cool feature.
What's fascinating is roads like this don't try to be anything special anymore. They're just there. There's no plaques, just a little road sign that says the Old Brick Road. But underneath, you're riding over a path that helped shape how people first moved through Florida by car. So yeah, the Old Brick Road isn't flashy, but it's a leftover piece of the Dixie Highway, and that makes it worth slowing down for.
So what did you think?
It was interesting. It's very quiet back here, which is really nice. And it's a
little bumpy for bike riding.
It's a little bumpy for bike riding, honestly.
But you could have a good time in a truck back here, if you know what I mean.
Yes, you could.
You could swerve it, you know, do the whole
You could do a little
swerving down the dirt road thing,
Yeah.
you know, the Jason Aldean thing for sure.
For sure. But it's very pretty and very peaceful back here.
Yeah. So if you want to ride on a piece of history, you know, head 30 miles south of St. Augustine and hit the Old Brick Road. Hey, for St. Augustine TV, this has been Christian and Elaine. If you want more local and interesting St. Augustine content, don't forget to like and subscribe and give us some algorithm. We'll leave it at like and subscribe.